Hello everyone and welcome to No One Has to Die, a classic Flash game about helping poor people trapped in a burning building. With epic music, by the way. The Phoenix Corporation headquarters security has been compromised, all personnel evacuated immediately. Tempest engaged. Oh no. Emergency services contacted 3 hours 17 minutes. Visitor has logged onto the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. Is that me? Hello, is anyone there? What's going on here? Christina's logged on. There's a fire, everyone evacuate. Steve is logged on. Oh, it's you, Chris. This is pretty bad, but I can smell the smoke from here. Why are you still here? I thought you'd gone home. I was working back late. Why do you care? Troy is logged on. Lionel is logged on. This is the CEO of Phoenix and everybody to evacuate the building. Security staff reported immediately. The security staff are dead. I found them lying in the control room. Then I saw a warning on the screen about a fire, so I logged in. What happened to them? I killed them, and I lit the fire. Troy? What are you doing, Troy? Troy, look at Troy. Look at this guy. Who are you? Is this a joke? There's no time for this now. If you're in the control room, you'll have to coordinate us in escaping. You'll need one of the security codes. The code is RFTS. What kind of game is this to you? Yeah, it worked. You may have a very difficult choice coming up ahead, I'm afraid. One casualty unavoidable on floor B3. Candidates Troy or Steve. What does that mean? Our visitor is going to have to choose between keeping me or Steve alive. I trust this won't be a hard decision. Kill that asshole? I'm not dying for him. Fair enough. Like, he's the guy who set the fire and killed the guards. Why would I be like, oh yeah, he has to be the one who gets to live? My job here is done. I'm ready to die. The fire is growing. You'll have to learn. You'll be led through how the system works. Hurry up. Order your system orders immediately. The chat system has been locked away. Decision is made. Okay, the fire grows every turn. Water will come from here when the switch is on. Water puts out fire, but also drowns people. Oh no! Click arrows to move people. Fire cannot move through locked doors. Click a lock to look at it. You may only lock one. Okay. So I have to lock one of these. And then we have to go one turn without the fire or water spreading to progress. So then it's going to move this way. If I click the arrow, will she move? She will. I don't want her to move though. That would be bad. I want Steve to go there, and then we go here. Now that's going, so the water should save, what's her face? Chris. And Troy is dead. We're going to turn off the switch so that the water does not keep spreading. Okay, cool. That wasn't so hard. The fire's been contained. Casualties Troy. That was a bit tense. Glad that's over. How can you talk like that when someone just died? He had it coming. He tried to kill us. I'm pretty sure he just saved you. Not his best decision. Oh, ha. So you two know each other. Me and Steve had the misfortune of working together for the last few years. Oh, so Chris does... Cool. Tell me about it. Don't you wish you'd gone to work in Troy's department instead? Shouldn't you two be looking for a way out? Lionel makes a very good point. We're not all old like you. We can walk and type. Thank you very much. The main hallway is completely trapped by fire. I can't get through. I'm having the same problem. I found a staircase up to the next floor, though. There's one here, too. Shall we head up? Let's head up. Our visitor's being very quiet. What's your story? I don't work here. Just making a delivery. Let me guess. Tires, pop-up books. Is he just being mean? Who's he targeting? Stationery. Those are some strange guesses, though. What do you do here? What do we do here, Lionel? Is there something secretive happening here? I know you got that message, Lionel. I wasn't... What is happening? Wait. Okay, so in the beginning of the game, there was a whole, like, hierarchical tree of, like, possibilities. Is this going to be a zero escape 999 type thing, where we go through all the possibilities and have to work our way with different decisions made and go through the entire tree, and then by going through the entire tree, we'll discover information that will help us make even more secret choices that will then allow us to go back and do even more things in the first scenarios? To be honest, no one really knows what Phoenix Corporation actually does. Then what do you do day to day? The company buys random items, toilet seats, guitars, you name it, and then sells it all off for next to no profit. We're all almost certain it's a front, but it pays well, so we stay here. Christina works here because nowhere else wants her, but that's different. How about you shut up while I ask Lionel a serious question? I want to know about the cockatiels. What is going on? There's so much stuff I don't have context for. Cockatiels? For nearly a year, we'd be constantly getting in shipments of live cockatiels by the thousands. God knows how many birds they bought, but they were never seen again. No one was done with them. It's an animal rights issue. Sounds pretty bad, low-key. That is weird. What was going on, Lionel? We were buying cockatiels looking for a phoenix? I don't get it either. What? You don't have to get it. That didn't even answer the question. There's a fire. Okay, what's on the second floor? Nope. Nothing much here. This is reserved for storage. Shouldn't you guys all know your way around the building? That's a good question. What? Why would... So this is a very interesting, mysterious corporation, it sounds like. Truth be told, I rarely visit myself. I know what facilities the building contains, but I know very little about its layout. That's right. It's been in the notices for weeks that you were coming today. Was today something special? Some financial business, nothing that could have encouraged arson. Calculations complete. One casualty unavoidable on floor B2. Lionel or Steve? Not again. As the CEO of corporation, I must request that you save me. Don't you dare, please save Steve. I don't know why the fire was started, but you can be sure Lionel's responsible in some way. But Steve done nothing wrong. It's great to hear you. I'm going to turn the volume a little bit. It's great to hear you sticking up for me for once, Chris, but our visitors already saved me once. It's their choice what they do with this time. Make the right decision. Save me. You'll be well compensated. This isn't about money. It's hot in here. This is up to you, visitor. This is horrifying. Okay, but the game's called No One Has to Die. How do we get to that switch there? Is that where Troy would have been if Troy was in fact alive? Oh, interesting. We have to do this, and then so one person either drowns. Okay, interesting. So the way that's set up, okay. Look at this puzzle. We go here, we flip on the switch, and then we have things move. We either stop the water early enough to save Lionel from drowning, but that would also cause Steve to perish, or we have it go one more turn, saving Steve, but causing Lionel to drown. Horrible stuff. Awful decisions you have to make here. This is terrible. Good. Now is being insensitive. That was the head of our company, Chris, and you chose me over him, visitor? Don't ask me to explain my choices. It makes me sick thinking I'm doing what I just had to do. How do you think I feel? I didn't get a choice. What if I wanted to die to save Lionel? As if you would ever sacrifice yourself, period. Okay, cool. No, but at least I'm upfront about it. What is up with all this? These are such strange, distinct characters. Honestly, really good characterization for having like almost no one in the game. Set of stairs. We're going to go up. I just didn't bother saying anything about it. That's a great story. Do we ever get paid over? Do you think we get paid overtime for this? Absolutely not. Time and a half of what we make is still next to nothing. What? But someone said that they get some. Steve already says that that it pays well. Time and a half of what we make is nothing. Interesting. Is it because Chris is in some sort of unique position? I mean, Steve said that no one wants to work with Chris. So like, huh. Maybe Troy set the fire because he was angry about all the wage cuts. Oh, so there are wage cuts. Do you have any clue? We'll wait until we get out of here before we start making jokes about the deceased. I could be right for all you know. The guy was a whack. It wouldn't take much to set him off. No, just stop. I mean it. I've been so wrapped up in working with you guys, I almost forgot I'm in a room with 2 dead bodies. I'd forgotten too. What can you find out about them? I should search them? I don't really want to, though. You must have a stronger stomach than me. I'll go look now. I found a blue file in the hand of one of them. It's a security code, the one that Troy gave us. That's interesting. Why are you surprised, Chris? It would explain how Troy could tell us the code. Why would he give us the code anyway? How does he get out of it? I don't get it either. Why shoot 2 people to the building on fire and then try to play the hero? It makes no sense to me. I guess I'll have to ask him next time. No, it's not funny. Hey, simple mistake. Chris? Chris... You sure managed to get yourself ignored a lot. That's brutal. You two. Oh, is this gonna be enemies to lovers kind of situation? Oh. One casualty unavoidable. Christina or Steve. I thought I was gonna make it. There's only one more floor to ground level. You're getting out of here, Chris. There's no way I'm letting you die. Don't you dare. Don't you even think about it. You're not sacrificing yourself for me. You know I don't mean any of the shit I say, right? I'm not an idiot. You don't need to die to prove that. Then I'm ready. No, you don't deserve to die. Well, like, so every ending represents one of the 4 characters surviving. Interesting. No one deserves to die. No one has to die, actually. That's the name of the game, by the way. Especially not you. You're not going to ignore me now, are you? I just don't know what to say. How about goodbye? Whatever happens, this is the last time we'll ever talk to each other. This is not how I wanted things to go. Do you think I want to die? You don't understand. If I don't do something now, you'll both die. I'm ready now. It'll be like a barbecue. Oh man. This is horrifying. Our visitor knows what they're doing. They'll save you. Promise me you'll save him. Promise me. Ugh. Is there any way to save both of them? Yeah, look at this. This is where, what, Lionel or Troy would have wound up? I'm really not sure. I think we have to do this. Then jump here, press the switch. Yeah, you're kind of screwed, Steve. I'm sorry. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, Chris. Casualties, Steve. No, I'm so sorry. It's not fair. Why would you save me? I had to listen to one of you. You don't understand. You never hurt anyone. Neither did you. Yes, I did. What did you do? They all died because of me. The security guards too. This is all my fault. I lit the fire. So Troy was just, he lied. No, you didn't. Troy did. No, he didn't. I don't know what his deal is. I set the fire, then I killed the guards before they could do anything about it. From the start, it was all me. You know it wasn't really you, it was Troy. If it was Troy, why was he trying to save us all? I don't know. No one does. So he was just saying he lit the fire to make sure that everyone else lived. Oh. Oh no! That's clever! Shoot! Oh no! Wait, okay. Interesting. This isn't how it's meant to go. Steve wasn't meant to be here. The building was meant to be nearly empty except for the CEO. I wanted to stop whatever was going on with this building forever, and I wanted to kill Lionel before he ruined everyone else's life too. What did Lionel do? They killed my mother. Singing killed my grandma. My mother used to work at this company. She had the same name as me. She never told me much about what they did here. She always just said experiments. One day, she went to work and never came back. We ordered a search, but no one could find her. It was a week before we got a call from the Phoenix Corporation. They told us that they were so sorry that Mom had died in an experiment. Sorry my ass, they still couldn't tell us what happened, and then when they sent back her body, her brain was cut out. They cut out her brain so they could experiment on it. They killed my mother so they could look at her brain. I couldn't let them get away with that ever again. I worked here, they knew who I was, but I think they gave me a job to shut me up. That seems like a bad idea. I spent God knows how long trying to find out what they did to my mother, but I haven't gotten anywhere. When I read the notice that Lionel was visiting today, I knew I had to do something. Steve was not meant to be working overtime, and now he's dead. I killed them. I killed all of them. What about Troy? Why was he here? Don't say anything. Nothing's going to help. I'll just finally keep moving through this building, and when I get out of here, I'll be arrested and finally get what I deserve. Horrifying. I'm on the ground floor now. To be honest, I still have no idea where I am. Most of the building is off limits normally. We take elevators down to our workplaces on the floor B3 and never see the rest of the building. So most of it's underground. It's not even above ground, really. What a weird way to do things. It makes sense when you remember we're trying to hide the skeletons in their closet. There's a blue file on the desk. It's like the one you found on the security guard. It has a different code on it. This would let you lock more doors at a time. If I'd had that earlier. Oh, interesting. There's a big metal door I need to open. Tempest entrance? What's that? There's a door here, though. It looks kind of strange. I'm going to go through it. Christina has disconnected. Signal lost. Oh, no. Why would it drop now? Is she... Wait, what? Oh, this is totally a 999 thing. That is totally a 999 thing where you have to go through all the... Oh, that's so interesting. Wait, I dig this so much. That's so cool. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh, interesting. If we save Lionel, then everyone nothing else happens. Interesting. Okay, we skip this, and we're going to have to go ahead and save Steve. How do we save Steve? Literally, how do we do this? I can lock this door, that's how. Poor Christina, burned to a ashen crisp. Horrifying. It's your boy Steve. What's Steve's secret? I'm so sorry. I don't want to hear it. If you were sorry, you would have listened to me. I don't expect you to be happy with what I've done. Someone had to do something. Just shut up! This is all a trick. It's a nightmare. You are still there, aren't you, Chris? If you're there, send me a message. You're ignoring me again? Nah, she's dead, dude. She's dead. She's dead, dude. You gotta keep moving, bro. And what the hell is the point of that? She just died for you. If you don't get out of there, she will have died for nothing. I'll get out of here, and it's going to turn out all this has been some sort of sick joke, and Chris is waiting for me outside alive. How do I even know it was Chris writing those messages? Interesting. I'm heading up to ground level, and I can't wait to see her again. There's a desk here with one of those blue files. It's another security code. You can control more doors at a time. Ugh. So they're going to have to... I'm going to have to get that code to save more people next time. I knew it, I told you. Is Chris... Where? What? Where? There was a file next to the one with the security code. When I saw it, I had to read it. It was titled The Phoenix Experiment. The one with the cockatiels? I didn't get a lot out of it, but here's what I understood. Phoenix Corp, right, that's a on-the-nose name. It's a Kojima-style name. Had an experiment planned where they were going to buy lots of cockatiels and teach them to say a phrase. But every time they had enough birds for the experiment, they would randomly decide to increase their sample size. They bought 6 million cockatiels. What does that mean? One of the cockatiels they bought already knew the phrase, they were going to teach it. Interesting. No, maybe one of the cockatiels had died and was reborn with the phrase. Let me finish. They tagged the cockatiel that knew the phrase and taught it the phrase to all the other cockatiels. They ran each and every one of the cockatiels through some kind of machine. It was worse than Chris had thought. They all died, except for one. The bird that they marked that already knew the phrase, it was fine. Yeah, what does that mean? So they're not going to give us any information on the machine itself. How does this tell you Christina's alive? I'm all over the place right now. Here's the thing. The phrase the birds were taught? It was Christina lives. But that's Christina's mother's name. It's not Christina herself. Are you feeling all right? That's what it says. You can see it for yourself when I show Chris. Oh my god. Is Christina a clone of her mother? Is Christina herself? Even if it's true, we still have no idea what that phrase means. What do you mean? Christina lives. It means that she's alive. We don't understand anything about the experiment. It could mean anything. No time to type. I've got to find a way to find Chris. See you soon. No. Brother, no. Okay. So are we going to have to come up in a situation where we have to save the visitor at some point? Interesting. What a strange game. What a truly unusual game. Anyway, let's go ahead and save Lionel here, which is something I don't really want to do, but we gotta do it. Enough water to save Lionel, and then we go over here and burn Chris to a crisp. Ha ha ha. And that's the level. Cool. You've made the right decision. I'm sure you won't regret it. I can only save one of them, Christina. Yeah, she's pissed. How are we gonna get out of here with one of us not playing along? I'm sure she's trying to get out of there. She's a lot to deal with at the moment. I found the stairs. Just so you know, I understand this might be awful for you. I really am sorry. Don't beat yourself up. You did the right thing. Horrible thing to say. 2 casualties unavoidable, Christina and Lionel. That means we're both going to die. We've reached our ends. There's no other option. I'm afraid that this is it. I'd rather die than live in a world with people like you two. I let you guys down. It's alright. There's nothing you could have done. That's not true. You could have saved Steve instead of you. That's also true. No time to squabble. Goodbye, both of you. Just because you're about to die doesn't mean you're a saint. I hope you both burn in hell. Good lord. Give me one reason I shouldn't waste my final moments like this. Yeah, no, if we do this... No, you're both screwed. You're both in deep trouble. Yeah, no, you're all going to die. That's horrifying. The bad ending where everyone perishes. Implying that all the other endings are good endings? I'm not sure I agree with that. Okay, so we're saving Troy this time. We move here, we turn on the switch, and we do all of this. And your boy Steve perishes immediately. It's Troy, it's Lionel, it's Chris. Why save me? My thoughts exactly. Why did Steve have to die? And Troy the security code, he's the reason I could save anyone. We need to know what else he knows. That's actually a surprisingly good argument to save Troy. I'm not going to do anything to save anyone from here on in. How did you know the security code? Check the bodies of one of those two security guards. Just do it. There's a blue filed security code. We knew this. Yeah, no. A blue file? They contain security guards. Each one allows you to lock another fire door. I found the code when I killed them. I thought I'd give you a fighting chance, so I told you the code. You're welcome. Why'd you do this? Why don't you look for a way out? The main room's completely blocked by rubble, is why. Ooh, there should be a staircase in a room near both of you. You're right, I'm heading up there now. Me too. So while we're here, Lionel, could you tell us what the hell it is this company is set up to do? Don't waste your breath, he's not going to tell you anything. Maybe you'd explain then. What is Troy's deal? That's a lie and you know it. You both work here, shouldn't you know what it does? Okay, we've been through this context before. Candidates, Christina, Troy. Oh, he knows that ahead of time. Don't worry just yet. Yeah, then why would you say anything? That's a nice name. It's your mother's, correct? How could you know that? Of course he knows that. He works here and your mother's name was the same as your name. Tell me right now. We knew this. We knew that they would know that. How could you know that? How could you know the code? How could you know one of us is going to die? Is he managing the Tempest system? I told you, I lit the fire. I'm behind all of this. I know everything. That answer's not good enough. There is no later, tell me now. I'm not telling anyone anything, just let me die. Okay, we'll let Troy perish. No, reset, sorry. Christina, sit there and and that should be enough to save everyone. Perfect. Good work, team. Good work, me. The fire's contained. I guess he got what he finally wanted. The man was a maniac. He cost my company millions already. Lionel, shut up. It'll be 6 if you don't get out of there soon. I found the stairs. Me too. I didn't mean to be so callous before. It's just this will be sure severely impact our operations. Don't you think that might have been the point? What do you mean? Troy probably wanted to stop Phoenix from doing whatever messed up things you do here. I suppose. That makes sense. Thank you, visitor. Our business here is strictly confidential. Does that sound like a slip of the tongue to you, visitor? Interesting. 2 casualties unavoidable. What? So neither is going to live? I guess that's fairest, isn't it? Why would we deserve to live when Steve and Troy had to die? Because Troy was a murderer. Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh yeah, it's the exact same situation as previously. If Lionel and Christina are the ones to make it, they cannot live, period. We knew this. We knew this. That's so interesting. Yeah, no, it's actually consistent from level to level. Bad ending, right. Let's go back to the main thing and see what other endings exist for the other fellows. So we can never let so it has to be Christina or Troy who perish, right? What if I saved only Lionel? Okay, too many deaths. Right. Save you. Put you on. Poor Christina. Caught up in a world beyond her. Actually, it's not beyond her understanding. She understands more than anyone else, maybe. Well, Lionel knows the most for sure. I'm not sure what Troy's deal is. We have no idea what Troy's up to. Not again. You don't sound too happy for someone who's lucky to be alive. What would it take to get you to kill me? You can't ask someone something like that. You're mad! I killed all these people, so you're lying. You have to choose between saving me or Lionel soon. Promise me you'll save Lionel. How do you know that? It doesn't matter. All that matters is I'm a monster and I don't deserve to live. It does matter. Of course it matters. I want to know too. Tell me why you did this. You won't believe me. You never believe me until it's too late. What does that mean? Oh, so he knows. It's so interesting. He clearly has foreknowledge of everything that's happening. He's going to know the options. He knows there's not enough time because of the simulations. You never believe me until it's too late. He's like a time traveler of some kind. It doesn't matter. Save Lionel. If I give you answers, will you let me die? If you save me, I'll tell you things Troy doesn't know. I'll tell you what we really do here. The truth is, I've been here before. Well, we'll have to just save Troy to learn more, of course. If I do this, will water fill up? I want to flood the whole floor just so that, you know, anyone else who's in this building has a fighting chance. Nice. Okay. So this is how it goes, huh? I don't know how much longer I can do this. What are you talking about? What were you saying before the chat got cut out? And while you're here, how do you know everything? And why'd you light the fire? There's nothing I can do now. I may as well tell you what I know. I recently lit the fire. I did it. I don't know who really did it though. I don't know who killed the security guards either. While we're at it, I have no idea what they do here at the company. You're full of crap. How do you know this stuff then? How did you know the security code? You're not going to believe me, but I heard you read it out. Ooh, so he does have foreknowledge. He has predestination. That makes no sense. You told me before I ever read it. This time I did. I've been here before. I've been here 5 times before. I was in my office doing work when suddenly the fire alarms went off. I went on the chat and Lionel explained you would need a security code to save anyone. We all scrambled, and you found out the code by me telling it in the blue file. You had to make decisions. Steve died, Christina died, Lionel died, I was the only one left. I had to keep going. I found a room called the Tempest Entrance. I went inside, there was a bright light, and suddenly, you don't believe this bit, I was back before the fire, sitting in my office. Oh, so whenever you go through the Tempest Entrance... Oh, fascinating. Whenever you go through it, you begin anew with the horrifying fate. I don't know, but I traveled through time. I was so glad to hear you all alive. So the Tempest machine is the one that sends the parakeets back. None of you remembered what happened. You all thought I was insane. Just like this time, because I knew the code, I thought I could save everyone. Steve died, Christina died, and Lionel. Back to the Tempest machine, I went again and again and again. 5 times it happened. I'm not sure I believe you. That's true. Why did you say you were the arsonist? Because he wanted to die this time. I've watched them all die so I can live, and for what? So I can go back and watch them die again. I wanted you to think I was evil. Who would save a murderer over an innocent life? None of my plans to save the others have failed or worked. Not one. I'm just tired. I've checked everywhere. All the doors are locked just like last time. I have no choice. I must go back to the start. The fire's contained now. If you just wait here, someone will come and find you. I can't let the loop end. I can't let the loop until someone else survives. I've been through too much. I'm ready to die. Whoever makes it out of the building should want to live. That's... What a fascinating piece of text. This is surprisingly well written. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Tempest machine actually entails in a second here. Will Lionel go through it? What happens to this world once you go? I have no idea. Does that mean there are 5 worlds out there in space or time, whatever, where you've just disappeared and everyone else is dead? When you put it like that, I guess you're right. My guess is as good as yours. Okay, you're gonna pop into the Tempest machine. I'll see you soon, just you won't see me. Goodbye. That's... Oh, but interesting. So previously, in the other endings, the visitor says, I'm going to go find you. And then he runs off and tries to find them, presumably ending up around, near, to some capacity interacting with the Tempest machine. Okay, Lionel is going to turn this on and lock this so Lionel can survive. And that's the end, I believe. Lionel, what do you have to tell me? You made the right choice? I'm not so sure. You made a promise. What do you want to know? I want to know what Christina was talking about. What's going on in the company? Christina has no idea what we do here. She was right, though. We buy and sell large stocks of cheap products just to keep the books looking busy. It's a front. Our true interest here is time travel. That is indeed what I said. And you expect me to believe that? You asked for the truth, and here it is. If you let me continue, we in fact have a fully functional time machine in this facility. But the time machine we've constructed doesn't quite work like the ones you might see in the movies. That's because time travel isn't real. If you're not going to listen, I don't see why you bothered saving me. Our time travel doesn't affect physical objects. It only affects minds? It can carry a person's consciousness. Ah, that's why they wanted the brain. Were they isolating exactly where the brain was, or what happened after she was transported to a physical consciousness? Okay, Christina's mother was a subject of the time travel. Her consciousness was sent somewhere into the past. They checked out her brain to see if her brain still had signs of life. Their thoughts, their personality, likes and dislikes, their experiences, and their memories. The machine can carry those things through time. It's your own loss. So if you hop in the machine and go an hour in the future, what would actually happen? Your consciousness would leave your body, and effectively you would die. At first, then after an hour, your consciousness would come back to your body, and you would realize not even an hour had passed. We've done it successfully. People, birds, dogs, anything with a brain can travel in our machine. What use is that travel? Your body would decompose if you went forward more than a few hours. Oh, interesting. So cryogenics. Yeah, freezing seems promising. Cryogenic stuff. That's where our interest lies. If a person travels forward through time, they can only live 80 years, their body dictates. What if one travels backwards? They would retain their memories and experiences gained over time, but they would have a younger body, unless they were in an accident and died instantly. They could live forever. With our machine, no one has to die. That's the name of the game that we're currently playing. That would be huge, but does it work? We believe so. Our tests traveling forward have gone exactly to plan. Our test didn't work quite so well going backwards. Our human test subject entered the machine, activated her, it went out of her body, and it never came back. She died. We have dedicated every research type available to discovering the cause of this problem. So they are trying to save Christina's mother somehow. We think the machine may have worked. It's an incredibly complicated concept, but I will explain it to you. He's being awfully forthcoming. I've entered a code to unlock access to the rooms on the ground floor. I'm in the Tempest room. Come meet me here. Okay. What are we going to find in the Tempest room? The end is near. The final timeline has appeared. Has everyone looped back to the beginning now with knowledge of the codes? Everyone's here. Everyone's looped back now. What is going on here? I went to the Tempest room like you told me to, and now I'm back here in the control room. How did I end up here? Chris, you're alive. I knew you were alive. So everyone is back in time. Interesting. You guys, you remember. You finally remember. Good for Troy. Good for Troy. I have no idea what's going on. You think I'm going to believe you after you lit this fire. I didn't light the fire. You don't get to change your story now. He's telling the truth. I knew this would happen sometime, somewhere, but I never thought I'd be the one to witness it. You know what's going on here? Yes, but for now, there's more pressing matters. Does anyone have one of the security codes? Mine is RFTS, IRHH, SOEE, EMAS. Find all the codes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and enter the codes so that no one has to die. You can now lock 4 fire doors at a time instead of just 1. That's awesome. No casualties expected. No one has to die. He said the thing. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that for the thumbnail. Screenshotted. Let's get out of here then. Okay, we just go like, no. We go like this, we go like this, we pop over here, we turn on the water, and then turn off the lever. And that's everyone living. Good for everyone. Good job, team. We're all still alive. You owe us an explanation. How is everybody alive again? Why aren't the rooms fire damaged? You time traveled, buddy. Remember what I told you before? Yeah, you invented a time machine. Impossible. It's a bit different than a time machine. It carries your thoughts and memories through time instead of your body. So is it a parallel universe still? Is it still multi-dimensional in any nature or no? It works forward but not going backwards. Going backwards, you killed someone. They never returned to their body. That is the story as I told it. That person you murdered was my mother, asshole. We knew it. Your mother died of a brain tumor. You told me so. That was a lie. Lionel killed my mother to have some impossible time travel bullshit. So I lit the fire to kill Lionel and wreck his corporation before they ruin any more lives. I suspected as much. Your mother is not dead. I've seen her body. You took her brain. She is her mother, isn't she? And everyone gets to live. Christina is her own mother, is she not? Your mother is not dead. This is going to be hard to explain. She never returned to her body when she went back in time. There's not a single flaw in our logic. The machine was designed perfectly. Correct. We conducted some experiments and eventually came to one fascinating conclusion. The future was not set, and so time would bend to accommodate our time traveler. The consciousness traveling through time would retain its own timeline, but when traveling backwards, things were not so simple. So she is somewhere out there. The consciousness would become lost in the mess of the space-time. It would find a host, one which owned the consciousness, and one which existed at the time it would send it back to, so it takes over someone else's mind. It would not always find its host in its own universe. Our research suggested there are nearly infinite universes. Okay, so what I was saying about the multiverses is correct, with only minor differences between them. So when Christina's mother traveled backwards through time, she was not alone. Trillions of her, maybe even more, traveled too. She would land randomly different timelines, some would land in the same timeline, and one consciousness would override the other. No one would ever know Christina's mother had even left. Okay, interesting. In a few rare circumstances, she would go back where they began in her own universe. But this is so interesting. In many timelines, like this universe, her mother would simply leave and no consciousness returned to fill her body. The body remained empty, and Christina's mother was effectively dead. So there's a net loss of number of Christina's mother's consciousnesses in the universe right now. Her consciousness lived on another time, another universe. No casualty expected, but it explains everything. This is why everything kept happening over and over again. This is why we're all still here. It took a while to figure out, but we've all been brought here by the Tempest machine. You remember a time in which you let everyone die apart from myself, correct? Yes, and then you gave me the Tempest room. Well, each of these people remembers a different reality, one where they were the only survivor of the fire. That's right. I had to wait and do nothing while Chris died. I had to wait and do nothing while all of you died, time and time again. They all went to the Tempest machine. I understand what happened here. Don't worry, game. You don't need to explain it in immense detail. We each randomly shot into another universe, but we all wound up here, where by chance, all of us came from 5 different universes into one. We all combined into one place where we're able to work together to survive. And now, this is how we're all here together, with memories of different futures. But the chances of that happening are practically zero. With many universes out there, it was incredibly likely. There are probably hundreds of universes in which the same thing has happened as is happening here. Nothing about this seems incredibly likely, but it is the truth. Anyway, we gotta go ahead and save folks. Wait. No. Reset. Water on. Wait, how do I save everyone in this context? How do I save everyone? Because I can only lock 4 doors. Oh, I just move you into here. That's how. Oh, my bad. I was being dumb. I thought I had to like move Chris into here, then lock one of these doors and like ring around the Rosie and stuff. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. And therefore, no one has to die. Not a single soul in this particular universe has to die. Cool. All your paths meet up here, right? Will we all be able to talk in person? I can't wait to see you again, Chris. I'm so glad you're safe. Oh, are they co-workers to enemies to lovers? Oh, you're both alive. Well, hurry up then. I'm already here. Coming through now. I can see you. I'm in. Me too. Has anyone unlocked the door for me so I can come down too? Stop talking in person and look at your messages, damn it. That's funny. Visitor? I don't think I'll have the chance to. I stepped out for a moment. I'm at the Tempest entrance. I haven't been entirely upfront with all of you. I've been here before. Weren't you listening to Lionel? We've all been here before? Oh no, what happens next? Things went a little bit different that time. I asked Lionel for the controls to the Tempest machine, and he told me they're in floor B2, in my section of the building. He later explains that the machine can't send consciousnesses back before the first time it was turned on, which was when my mother was sent back through time. So I thought I'd give things another try and hop back in the Tempest machine. Don't tell me. This time, I set the time machine as far back as it could go, to the moment I lost my mother. I'm going back 3 years to find my mother. Oh no. Then I'll go break into here. I'll travel again. What about the people who care about you in this universe? What about Steve? You should know better than anyone else what this feels like. You've had to choose one person's happiness over another's time and time again. In the timeline you came from, you even chose to kill me. I wish I could have Steve and my mother both at once, but I don't have that choice. I spent too long wishing she was with me to turn back now. Besides, in this world I'm a murderer and arsonist. There's no place— She did kill the 2 guards. That is true. You're not going to stop me, are you? I'm not. Tell Steve I'm sorry and that I love him. Tell him that I hope we meet again somewhere, sometime. But for now, goodbye. Goodbye and good luck. Thanks. I think I'll need it. You won't need luck in order to get out of here. Strange. What a game. What a fascinating game that was. Okay, so again, it was 100% the 999 zero escape thing of like being able— One has to wonder. This does feel like very derivative of that narrative structure in a certain way. Especially with the heavy emphasis on like visual novel dialogue and stuff. I have to look at the dates, but 999 is a pretty old game. I have to imagine that this came out after it at some point, right? And we're back here at the main page with all of our friends. Whew. All of our friends perishing as they go. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Well, that was really cool. Delete your file. No, I'm good for now. That was really cool. I'm going to go ahead and mute that for a second. I really enjoyed that. That was a very, very exciting experience. I hope you enjoyed walking through all that with me as well. What a fascinating little adventure that was. And I think the story honestly kind of contains itself pretty nice and neatly. That was a very, very, again, tightly paced, tightly wound little toy box of time travel shenanigans. I had a good time, and I really hope that you had a good time too. If you did enjoy the video, do be sure to like, subscribe, do leave things down below. If you enjoyed the game, check out the description below for more info on how to play and play it. And until next time, enjoy yourself.